Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Eastern Kentucky student gets the chance to represent Kentucky on a national level. And the long-awaited opening of a new Kentucky business is finally here, bringing entertainment and hundreds of jobs.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It's 5:32 on this Tuesday, on this cold Tuesday morning, might I add. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Brandon, we had a whole lot of weather happening overnight, and I walked out of my door this morning. I was like, did it rain? No, it snowed. So,
some places it did rain. It all depended on the temperature.
I can't keep up.
Exactly. So it rained in some places, it snowed in some places, and it was a little bit of a winter mix in some places. But you got some precipitation.
That's
of some
it.
sort overnight. There you go. Let's take a look, see what's going on across the region this morning, and not a whole lot. Now, I got a couple of messages earlier saying that it was sticking in some of the higher elevations. Well, High Knob camera over at UVAOIs is one of the highest elevations we got. We see two things on it. We see those clouds starting to move out, which is a good thing. And we see, I don't see anything on the ground, maybe just a little bit there on the rooftop on the building over to the right, but for the most part, looks like we're okay over that way this morning. 32 Wise, 32 Clintwood, 30 on top of Pine Mountain. We'll check that camera out here in just a second. 32 in Pikeville, and then you see other areas like down toward I-75 and the Cumberland Valley, Lake Cumberland corridors, upper 30s down that way. Across the state and region, 40, Paducah, Bowling Green, and same thing, 42 Nashville, 37 Cincinnati, and in the Tri-Cities this morning. 12-hour planner up to about 36 or so, give or take a degree or two one way or the other, and then we'll see temperatures climbing to the 50s this afternoon. Sunrise 6:53, sunset 8:12. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Indiana State Police are working to identify a young boy found dead in the woods this weekend. On Saturday, the boy's body was found off of a road in rural Washington County. Since then, police have been checking area schools, talking to residents in the area, and following up on local tips, but so far, nothing. That's leading investigators to believe this child may not be from the area. They have been getting a lot of tips about a missing child from Virginia named Cody Bigsby, and say they are working with investigators there to follow up.
Obviously, this is a 5 to 8 year old young man. Somebody was taking care of him. He was in somebody's custody and care for his daily needs and for support. And we still haven't received any information about a child that's missing that hasn't been accounted for that would match his description. So we're asking for the public's help again to keep this going. Somebody out there either knows and isn't saying something, or just hasn't had the opportunity to see this in the media yet.
If you have any information, you are asked to call the national tip line. That number is shown on your screen. Kentucky highway fatalities increased around 3% in 2021 compared to 2020. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's Office of Highway Safety and Kentucky State Police say 806 deaths were reported in 2021. Of the people who died, approximately nearly 55% were not wearing a seatbelt. Preliminary numbers indicate there have been about 175 roadway deaths this year already, which is down 16 compared to the same time just last year. Kentucky State Police are searching for a suspect they say was believed to be barricaded in a building in Olive Hill in Carter County. Troopers say when a special response team made entry yesterday evening, the suspect was not inside. They say they are checking other locations the suspect may have gone to. They now believe they managed to exit without being seen before troopers had surrounded. The suspect father says he owns that building and it's used as a garage. The suspect is not considered armed or dangerous, but they say they would like to serve active warrants on him as soon as possible. We are now getting a new look at a Powell County robber who was said to have a weapon. State and police shared this picture Sunday night. They say the man robbed the Stanton Shell Mart around 2:30 Friday morning and then ran off. Police also posted surveillance video from the Shell Mart on Facebook. They say the man was at the store without a mask before the robbery. If you recognize the person, you are asked to call Stanton Police. Kentucky State Police is getting ready to start its Cover the Cruiser fundraising event during the last week of April. Troopers will park cruisers at various locations and encourage Kentuckians to donate money in exchange for placing a custom Special Olympics Kentucky sticker on the car. The event began in 2020 when the annual Special Olympics Law Enforcement Torch Run was canceled due to the pandemic. The SoKY president and CEO announced the annual summer games will occur this summer at EKU. Kentucky will be represented on a national level at one summit. Breathitt County High School student Alec Zurier was chosen to attend this year's Washington Youth Summit. Our Chaz Jenkins has the story.
An incredible opportunity brought on by one teacher's insight.
Alec's family had expressed an interest in possibly would I be interested in nominating him, and after I took a look at the program, he was perfect.
Alex Zier and 99 other students from across the country traveling to Washington, D.C.
It sounds like he's going to have a perfect opportunity to not only work with some peers, but to get some real hands-on out in the field. And hopefully it might push him to a career that he would be really interested in. So I'm excited for him with this opportunity.
Looking forward to seeing an area he has never been to before.
I really want to go to see like the history of that place, about everything. I'll be excited to do a bunch of the educational stuff there too, like the environmental stuff.
Anxious to get started, but ready for the challenge.
It's not the first time I've been far away from home, to say the least. I've been on a lot of different camps that are a pretty good distance. And even though it's like a good few states away, I think I'll be fine.
Happy to see Eastern Kentucky getting recognition.
It's just one of those things where you always nominate and you just hope that, you might have a student that would qualify. And I was thrilled. His mother was thrilled. I was thrilled. And I hope Alec is looking forward to it.
Representing his state nationally. In Breathitt County, Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, he leaves for Washington, D.C. this summer on June 26th. The summit is being held at George Mason University. A senior community in Madison County had a very special visitor stop by. Rocket Man the llama went to Dominion Senior Living in Richmond to hang out with the elderly and staff members. It looks like everyone thoroughly enjoyed the therapy of Rocket Man's company. Oh, he just come to the station. All right. Well, goats now have their own celebratory month in Kentucky. Commissioner of Agriculture Ryan Quarles signed a proclamation declaring April as Goat Month in Kentucky yesterday. Kentucky is home to more than 60,000 goats, which makes the Commonwealth 7th in the nation. Since the late 1990s, the goat production in Kentucky has increased by 500%, with more than 4,000 farmers having goats on their farms. The industry accounts for more than $4 million in revenue for Kentucky agriculture. The long wait is finally over. Buc-ee's opens today in Richmond. The Giant Travel Center off Exit 83 in Madison County will occupy more than 53,000 square feet and will have around 120 gas pumps. Buc-ee's is based in Texas. This will be its first Kentucky store to open. 2 more are under construction in western Kentucky. The Richmond store will employ more than 400 people. The store opens at 6 o'clock this morning. A ceremony is scheduled for 11 a.m. Well, ZZ Top is coming to Eastern Kentucky. The legendary band will be in concert Sunday, August 28th at the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville. The concert is scheduled to be at 7 p.m. Tickets go on sale April 22nd at 10 in the morning. Louisa native Noah Thompson got a nice 20th birthday present. America voted the construction worker into the top 10 on American Idol just last night. Judges then picked 4 others to move in on the competition, so it's now the top 14. Thompson sang Jason Isbell's Cover Me Up on last night's show. The next episode is Sunday. Well, just ahead this morning, a famous boy band from South Korea announces a brand new album just in time for the summer. That's next.
Looks like we might actually break our streak of possible severe weather on Wednesdays this week, but we're not done with the rain chances yet. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.